Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Trevor and welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about some of the new features in OBS. One specific new feature, you can now add VST'S. So any VSTs that you can get, you can load them in as long as they're a specific version. So I'm going to show you how to use Reaper's free plugins. So we're going to go to reaper.fm/replugs. We're going to scroll down here and download Replugs 64-bit right there. I've already installed this, so I'm just going to show you the basics here. We're going to make sure everything's selected there, and we're going to make sure that we let it install to the default folder location. And that's because most programs, including OBS, is going to look in this folder right here when it looks for the plugins. If you're having difficulty loading a plugin into OBS, it's either because you don't have it in the right folder or it's not the correct version. So we're going to install that. It'll give me an error because I already have it installed. As you can see, we'll ignore it. We'll restart OBS if we haven't already. And once you've done that, we will click on the gear here, go to Filters, click the plus sign down here, and you should see an option that says VST 2.x plugin. So we'll specify the name of our filter. Let's pretend I'm adding some EQ. So I'll just go through a super basic rundown. So these are all of the plugins that Reaper added. OBS comes with their own. You can see they have OBS has gain, noise suppression, noise gate compressor. These are cool, but they don't have GUI interfaces with levels. So, I mean, you can totally use these, but it's kind of nice to have, let's see, where's Re-EQ? There it is. To have a GUI, kind of like this. So, as you can see, one of the first things I would do personally, this is all personal preference, okay? It depends on your voice, your microphone, the room acoustics you're in, and what you like. So there's really, no, not really, it's very difficult to give you a one-size-fits-all. The one thing I could recommend for most people is to add a high-pass filter. So a high-pass filter, what it's going to do is it's going to take out all of this low end. Now, a lot of people like to have super boomy, bassy radio voices, so they're not going to want to do that. I personally err on the side of enjoying clarity more than just a super muffled, muddy low end, kind of like what NPR does, essentially. So that's what the high-pass filter does. It gets rid of, there's not very much human voice down here. It's just super boomy stuff, and like if you hit the table or if you're typing or something and your microphone is picking up all that rumbling, that's what a high-pass filter would get rid of. So anywhere between 80 to 120 is going to be a good spot to set this. So that's one thing. You can also take out a little bit in certain areas. There's a bunch of guides on how to EQ the human voice. You could add a little bit in the high end, like say I wanted to add just like, we'll make this a notch. Oop, not a notch, a band. Just add like a slight little amount in the top end. You're not going to hear any difference right now because I'm recording with another version of OBS, so the changes being made here aren't going to pass through, unfortunately. But yeah, this is like a basic EQ setup that I might do. I personally like to keep it pretty simple. Just do the high-pass filter, take out all that annoying low end. But once again, personal preference. But yeah, that's pretty much all I would do. I might link a guide to how to use compressors, noise gates, downward expanders, stuff like that in the description, because that is best left to much more knowledgeable audio engineers than me, and it can get a little bit complex if it's your first time kind of delving into the audio world. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments, and thank you for watching.